Alright, let's take a tour of the bus. So as soon as you come in on our stairs right here that we rebuilt, they need a little bit more work. But you come into the driving cockpit area and we took out the original single seat that came with the bus and we swapped it out for a bench seat from an old Chevy Trailblazer that we got at the junkyard. We did that so that we can both ride up front and so that Finn can ride with us because he does a lot better if he's up front with us. And so he sits right in the middle with a little doggy seatbelt and he does great. We've got a couple of fans for some air conditioning and we added in some outlets into the little glove box area so that we can charge all of our devices and stuff while we're moving. So, come on in. Alright, so this is the main living area of the bus. We've got our kitchen and our living room kind of all in one. Over here is our kitchen, which is pretty awesome. I like it a lot. This is a bathroom sink that we got from IKEA. It was sort of our compromise on a farmhouse sink, which I really wanted, but are huge and kind of expensive. We've got a faucet that we got from Amazon. And then down here, we've got all of our dry goods storage. This is our little pantry. It's just one of these little plastic shelving units. So that sits down there along with our cleaning supplies. And it's hidden by a curtain to make it look nice. We've got our little fridge, which holds plenty for the two of us. And then we've got this cabinet unit that we got from a Habitat for Humanity restore for like $30 or $40 that we repainted and put new hardware on. And that's where we store all of our kitchen goods. So pots and pans, miscellaneous appliances, all of that kind of stuff is down there. We've got a junk drawer, and we've got all of our utensils and stuff in here. We have a 2-burner propane stove, and which is nice. And we've got our coffee pot, other stuff, and then up here, and this is held on by baby latches to keep it closed while we're moving, we've got all of our glassware and dishes. So over here we've got coffee stuff, miscellaneous cooking stuff, wine glasses, regular glasses, and then bowls and plates. That's all in there. Over here we've got Mike's work area, so it's got his big desktop computer, other stuff that he needs, and then down here behind the chair we've got Finn's crate. This has got a door that we can attach to it if we're leaving, and if it's open and available then he hangs out there all the time. Then over here we've got our sofa, which we got from IKEA. It's one of the kinds that folds out and makes into a little sofa bed. This is my work area, and then over here we've got a thing for shoes so that our entryway doesn't get all cluttered up. This was the original rearview mirror that went to the bus, so we've put that up there so we can, you know, have a last minute check before we go out the door. And then if we come on back, this is sort of our media center. It's a hot mess right now. It needs a little bit of reworking, but it's got all of our DVD game systems and then all of our movies and my desk stuff and that kind of stuff is in here. And our AC unit, which does all right. It's not stellar, but it's fine. And then if we move on back, we've got the bathroom, which is right in here. And this is about to get a big overhaul since it's not quite working the way that we want to right now. It's just sort of storage, but it is designed to be a composting toilet. And this little accordion door is just one of the little plasticky ones that you can get at Home Depot for like $20, and we spray painted it gold. So if you keep on coming back, right back here, we've got sort of all of our clothing, our bed, and our shower. So right behind you is the shower on the opposite side of the toilet area. And then we've got our system for dirty clothes. It's like on top, starts on bottom. All of my makeup storage. And then in here, we've got all of our foldable clothes and linens. And then over on this side, we've got our hanging closet. So it's Mike's stuff, my stuff, and miscellaneous storage kind of shoved into that. And then on top, we've got all of my extra shoes for different occasions. And then back here, we've got our whole bed, which is huge. It's a king size. It's a regular mattress. It's not one of the thin RV mattresses. We had to move this thing in first and then build around it because it was so massive. So we've got all of that, and then underneath the bed, we've got storage. It's built up on a platform and it latches down, and we can lift it up with the help of these big springs over here. And so we've got storage all underneath the bed, and that's where we do off-season clothes, extra blankets, other miscellaneous stuff. And then behind here, we've got a little garage where we keep our bikes and our tools and camping equipment and all of that kind of stuff. So that all stays back there. And that is the current state of the bus. We've already got some renovations in mind for it that we're going to change and move stuff around a little bit. So stay tuned and see what we come up with next. Bye!